Hello and welcome to episode 7 of League Talk. Today, I am your host, Hiro / Moose, whatever. Joined today by Mr. Jimmy. Leyva.
Hello.
Also on the right, we have this person.
Hi.
Haha, jokes because he's on the left. Poking him. Look at him. Look at him get poked. Look at him. Look at him. Oh. As you can also see, he's joined by many of people in his background.
Say hi, guys. Hi. That's not necessary. Okay.
So you got a lot of people at his place. You know, we're going to try to make the best of it, make it happen, though. Anybody who is watching this live stream, remember, make comments. We'll try to get to them as fast as possible. If you have any questions, just make sure you post them in the comments, and we'll try to keep updated with them. So today, we are also joined by a certain other... this podcast is brought to you potentially, not really, kind of, by someone else also, and that is Green Man Gaming. Today, off a selection of titles, you can get up to 25% until October 25th, so that's 5 more days. Make sure you use the promo code, all of that stuff. That's a lot to say. If you guys want a list of the games, it's Assassin's Creed 4, Batman Arkham Asylum, Game of the Year Edition, and Arkham City Game of the Year Edition. Their double pack, The Dark Eye, F1 2013, Final Fantasy 14, Lego Batmans, a bunch of other games also. So make sure you guys go check it out. Much thanks to them for helping us out here on League Talk. All right. So that is that.
So in other words, you sold out, Moose.
You sack of shit. Sack of shit throwing me under the bus like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
To be fair, Green Man Gaming does have a lot of really good deals, so like,
True. Yeah.
Whatever.
Fucking PF. Always. You know what, PF? PF's known for throwing people under the bus, man. He's known for it.
I'm just paying back for when you threw me under the bus, dude.
Okay. If you say so. Neutral PF over there.
I get it, okay? I'm neutral.
And the salt circulating, it's like, holy
So much
crap.
salt.
It's like I'm seeing like Morton salt being like thrown at each other right over here. It's very catty. Super catty from what I'm seeing.
God.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So it's been 2 weeks since the last one of these, and it feels like a year because there's been so many changes in the league scene that is not even funny. Look at PF over there. Everybody just look at PF for a minute.
Hey, no, don't leave me alone, bro. Leave me alone. One of my cousins picked up a ruler and was poking me with it.
Yeah, getting poked with the ruler. Oh man. Oh, look at the majestic PF as he.
I am not majestic, sir. What is this majestic you were talking about?
This podcast is turning weird, sir.
I mean, we had this conversation beforehand. This podcast is gonna turn weird.
So, as we usually do, what have you guys been up to the last week, 2 weeks, whatever? And then we'll start with this guy.
Hi. Last podcast I was on break, and oh my god, it was so nice to not go to school for an entire week. And then I went back to school this week, and it's been a drag. And then so I've been playing some League. I finished Yes Origins finally, which is yes. And then I'm starting out my hard run through of Yes, and hopefully I can get through that faster.
Okay.
And then today I'm also like, it's just like Asians everywhere.
You have your own harem.
It's not a harem. No, that's not. No, no.
This
That's just
podcast
awkward.
is so weird.
That's just awkward.
You also been playing some League, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've played a few games with you. Yeah, PF's been kind of active, considering he has no school. That bastard. What about you, Mr. Jimmy?
Okay, so aside from playing some League, which I have done, I got really into the Steam trading cards because apparently you could sell them. So I've been playing a lot of games actually, like on and off. Like I played a little bit of XCOM, still a pretty good game. Played a little bit of Terraria.
Yes.
That update was pretty good. I've been enjoying it thoroughly so far. What else have I been playing? I'm just gonna go through my entire Steam list at this point. Skullgirls. Dive Kiku, yes. I've been playing a lot of Dive Kiku. Well, not a lot of Dive Kiku, but I've enough Dive Kick to assert my dominance over Moose. Because, I mean, that's what is natural in the world, of course.
Oh,
Yo,
they got
you
some
know what? Right now, it's
Takia.
going down right now. Challenge you to a first to 10, first to 12, because it's streamed and going on YouTube.
First to 12, Dive Kiku. Alright, we already... Fine.
Yo,
If you wanna make it like 12 agonizing matches
yeah,
where
you
you
can
lose.
choose your own character, do whatever you please. I know who I'm going, and I'm gonna wreck your face in.
Alright. Don't worry.
He's gonna get Yellow Gem.
He's gonna get Yellow Gem. If he goes Yellow Gem, that'd be so great. It would save me a lot of time beating his ass, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, I have been playing a lot of Dive Kick. What else have I? XCOM I've already said. Super Meat Boy, I got all the way to the kid. Been trying to get the kid again. And have, accordingly, rage quit every single time. What else? I bought a game today called called Blade Symphony. That one's a pretty interesting game. Doesn't drop any Steam trading cards, but whatever. It's a pretty interesting concept. It's on beta still, but it looks very promising. Aside from that, I also played some Dawngate yesterday. That was an experience.
Why was that? What happened on your Dawngate?
You know what? I started to enjoy it. Like, I mean, when I barely played Dawngate, I didn't give it enough of a shot. I was like, it didn't feel right. But after I played a couple of like actual matchmade games, like I was like, all right, I see where this is fun, and I see the potential in it. So.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot of potential with this game. Like, I'm really excited to see it grow and continue to expand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it kind of.
Go ahead.
It kind of does the thing that where League is going, where it's like, okay, spam the abilities. You're not really constrained by your mana because of the masteries and runes. Or you're playing Garen, or you're playing an energy champion, which, they have their resources sharing cooldowns and energy, but the way that League is going, it's more about spamming your abilities, whereas, like, other MOBAs, well, the only other MOBA that I've played is Dota, and Dota is all about, like, no, you hold on to your abilities because you don't have the mana to just spam them all early on.
And then also they also have really long cooldowns early on, most of them. So the moment you use them is when your opponents usually go all in on you also, which makes it really dangerous.
But even the ones that have somewhat short cooldowns, it's just prohibitive to like keep on casting them because of mana issues.
Of mana, yeah. Mm-hmm. Very true. So yeah, that's something I really did like. That like they try to like. Kind of the champions with mana kind of do have mana issues, but they put out a lot more damage and have high skill caps also. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they balance it pretty well with it. But the most champions are all pretty much all just cooldowns, which I really thought was really cool.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Cool. Aside from that, that's all I've been really playing. Like I was gonna play some Dota 2, but there's a huge patch coming out this Monday. So I was like, all right, let's just defer that for now.
That's tomorrow for anybody who doesn't know.
No way.
Nah, dude, really?
Nah.
Well, he said Monday.
I mean, one of my cousins thought it was Saturday today. I wish it was Saturday. But...
I wish it was Saturday too, actually.
Yeah, I wish it was Saturday.
But, okay. Well, myself, since everybody wants to know what I've been playing.
No way. Nuh-uh.
No? Okay, whatever then. Alright, now I've been playing, League of Legends, Rogue Legacy, a lot of Rogue Legacy. That game is good.
And you stream none of it.
I will be streaming after this some Rogue Legacy / Terraria if we can get the servers up, okay?
Please.
Oh wait, is the server still down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Vinny do?
They broke it.
Crap.
He broke the server, man. He just I don't even know. He just broke the server. He was like, "Hey, yo, server. Fuck you," and just like killed it.
Exactly. He was just trying to give me and Jamie like access. That's all.
So by breaking the server, he wanted to give you access.
Exactly.
That almost makes sense.
Hey, no.
Okay, so
awkward silence while
he mutes his mic because his cousins are all over the place or something.
I mean,
But
that's the
no.
point.
That is kind of not really the point. But back to league news. So, the first thing I want to talk to in league news is probably all the roster changes that's been going on with a lot of teams. How excited I am about them. How I don't really like most of them. I think Chris had possibly the most like ridiculous changes, and Dignitas had some minor ones. Um, any team you want to start with in particular, Jimmy, or you're more interested in, I should say?
I'm going to be more interested in how the cursed ones shake out because they had the overall most dramatic stuff from like just a player level sort of stuff. So I guess let's begin with like how this started for Curse. Like
Okay.
for Curse, they announced that Saint Vicious was going to be in a coach role rather than just actually be in an active team role. So already like the jungler, like the jungler style is going to change with Curse. Edward, their former support, is no longer there. I actually don't know if he announced what his plans are, but I forgot who's supporting now for them. But that's also going to fundamentally change.
So what happened was, Edward was just kind of sick and tired of everything, so he left, and they picked up Zekent as a support.
How do you pronounce it?
Yeah, it's Zekent or NT.
Yeah, Zekent.
So Zekent.
Yeah, he's actually been part of the pro scene. I don't know if he's actually been part of the LCS scene, but definitely at least his name has been thrown around at least in the challenger circuit. I know that.
I know he's challenger tier. I knew he was there. Let me get some more research on it.
Yeah, because he's definitely.
Oh, he used to play with To Be Determined.
To Be Determined. All right.
They were playing to get into LCS.
Yeah, so I knew I heard that name somewhere, but yeah, he's definitely been a name around the challenger circuit. And again, this might be his chance to get into the LCS, depending if Curse actually does not get relegated down to the challenger scene.
Exactly. And then Curse also announced they were putting both Cop and Nightjackie to a sub role. And
well, no. Nightjackie is in another Curse team.
I know.
I thought
what happened was they first got put into a support role, and then they both decided to leave and make
Nightjackie was never put into a substitute role in Curse. He was just out of the main Curse team. From what I understand, Cop was the only one in a substitute role.
Okay, so what happened was Nightjackie was moved to Curse Gaming EU.
EU?
Huh. EU.
Apparently it's EU. I don't know. Cop becomes a sub, and then eventually moved to. Then they changed the name to LOL Pro. The LOL Pro roster.
Okay, so yeah, because I know that like the two Curse teams are LOL Pro and Curse Academy.
Yeah. So they ended up moving to LOL Pro, and they picked up players like Quas. Obviously it's Nightjackie, Cop. And then two other players who I can't really remember currently. I'm sorry. Then Quaz what Curse decided to do is they picked up both Polebalter and Afro, who are two players I love. Polebalter, I've been wanting him in the pro scene forever because he's just such a good player, and he got in. So we thought, at least. Polebalter was going to school. So he said from now to December he'd only be able to practice for about 5 to 6 hours a day. And then start December he'd be able to practice 8 hours a day, give or take, And they were fine with it. And then what ended up happening was they ended up telling him one day, approaching him, that we're not actually fine with it. You need to be able to practice more. And they ended up dropping him. And then Afromu just ended up getting dropped for no reason also, pretty much, from what I've heard, at least. I may not know exactly what it was.
I don't know the reasons, but all I know is that Afromu did choose to not be in the roster.
Yeah, from what I could tell, they were dropped suddenly because their reactions to the situation was one of shock.
Yeah, well, I know Polebalter was dropped because of the whole school situation.
Was it?
Yeah, because that's something he came out and said on his own. Then one of the people on the new Curse lineup, I can't remember who it was, also said it. And the thing Afromu even came out and said, he was like, when they were talking about whether they would keep pole belt or not. My what is it? His decision, his mind, what can I his opinion. They didn't take it into it, and they wouldn't even think take into consideration what he was saying, because they probably already knew they were going to get rid of it because of that whole situation. Also, they were going to get rid of Afremu. So
yeah, so
pretty bad.
Yeah, what ended up happening, instead of copying a substitute, they actually put him back to AD carry.
Yes, and dropped Afremu.
Yeah. Because they dropped Afremu, and then they got a new mid.
What happened was, they actually got a top, and because Quas is more of a top player, and Quas was the player that Cop got for the low pro team, and he just picked his ass up for actual Chris team. Kind of a low blow.
Well, it was definitely a low blow, because the thing that most people noted when this news hit was the fact that this was a day before the teams were essentially locked in for the relegation series. So you couldn't add or subtract members like the day before, which put Pobelter and Afremu in a really tough spot, because now they only had one day to find a team to fit into. So
they can compete to get into the LCS, right?
To get into the promo series, yes.
And
when is
something
the LCS
to keep in mind was that I don't know. I'll look that up in a second. But something to keep in mind is October 7th, both Afremu and Pobelter were announced on the starting lineup. Was it also Zakant? Zakant was also announced on the 7th. Then October 13th, 5 days later, both Afremu and Pobelter were announced, dropped off the roster.
Mm-hmm. It was
Go ahead.
It was a pretty poor PR move by Liquid, Curse's manager, because it makes it look like Curse is really cutthroat about this entire thing. Because it was only 5 days. They essentially made it sound like, oh yeah, this is the new roster that Curse is going to go into for the relegation matches and just going forward in general. But as again was announced, that just wasn't the case.
Exactly, and it's kind of a shitty situation. Once again, so right now their main 5-man roster is Kent and Cop bot lane, Voyboy in mid, and he can rotate top. I Will Dominate, which is Dignitas' old jungler, also in the jungle, and Quas, aka Diego Reese.
Diego Reese?
Or mid. Yeah.
God. Wait, Voyboy shifted to mid? Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, Voyboy, I think, can handle mid for sure. Because top and mid are kind of like the similar roles where it's 1v1, except top has to know 1v2 roles at that level too. But I think Voyboy can handle it.
I definitely feel like Voyboy will be fine in mid, and they already said during some matchups they will be moving him back to the top lane if it's needed and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the thing that upsets me is Pobelter's been screwed now 3 times, maybe 3 times by Curse. So he was picked up. The first time they gave him an opportunity, he was too young, so he couldn't play. The second time he replaced Westrice in the tournament, and they were going to pick him up as a permanent. Then they got Voyboy or something is when they picked him up, so they got rid of him again. And then this time was the 3rd time they finally picked him up, and he was just finally. No.
School.
Just kidding.
God, Curse is just screwing Pobelter.
Yeah, it makes me quite sad. But
hey, wait, was that the only team that had any major roster changes? Or is it?
Well, there's another team, and they haven't really announced them yet officially, but they've been talking about it a lot. From what it's been talking, the new Dig lineup's gonna be Kiwi Kid got kicked off, I believe. Was kicked off. Maybe he left. I'm not too sure. They're putting Scar at top. I'm a Cutie Pie mid, and keeping both Patoy and Crumbs where they are. And I don't know who their plan is for the next AD carry, but unless they changed that recently and they ended up keeping Kiwi Kid or something, that should be that should have been the roster changes. I'm not 100% sure though.
We get to say raise your dongers in mid lane now. Awesome.
Raise your dongas!
Raise your dongers. He's gonna play Hyrenier. Just watch.
Dude,
I mean,
every game, bro.
With the recent stuff that's been spoiled, oh my god, and the new Hyrenier seems stupid.
So I guess we can jump into new champs. I really want to talk about Heimerdinger, so I'm gonna let one of y'all talk about Xerath if you want.
Oh god, I don't know nearly enough as on Xerath.
Okay, you guys can talk about fucking Heimerdinger.
I mean, I don't know nearly enough about either one, dude.
Yeah, I haven't been following any of those two, so.
All I know is that I know is that
I
Xerath
got
is just
this.
getting remade entirely, and his kit seems
Also,
a little better to me.
I wanna say. Yeah, are you guys reading the comments?
I am not. You never linked it. You did.
Yeah,
I
I
did.
never linked it, bro.
No, you didn't.
I'm pretty sure I did. Go check.
you liar.
Go check the chat. It should say YouTube right there.
I don't see it.
Oh, because you left and joined the fucking group chat, fucking douchebag.
Hey,
Look, I posted it a second time and it's still there. So, Jester is awesome, and shout outs to you. Burko, I believe you're probably from the Infinite Crisis channel that I posted this. You're pretty awesome, my friend. Like I said, we try to be entertaining as much as we can. People may be getting into League, been playing League, play other MOBAs, kind of get the whole aspect from everything. I play pretty much most of MOBAs, I'll say. But shout outs to Jimmy from David Vincent.
Yeah.
On the comments. Shout outs to you, Jimmy.
Yeah, I would shout me out too, but I'm not in chat.
Shout outs to Jimmy being awesome because he threw Vinny under the bus.
Did I throw Vinny? Oh yeah, I did.
Server.
Huh? See, I throw people under the bus and I don't even know. I'm like Zen like that. It's like, oh yeah, I throw people under the bus, don't I?
So, okay, we'll talk about the new Heimerdinger first because I like Heimerdinger. So his new Q is pretty much like his old Q, except not at all like his old Q.
That doesn't make sense.
I know, but it's really just like his old Q. So the way it kind of works now is, essentially you can still hold up, I believe only up to 2 turrets you can hold. I'm not 100%
I thought it was
sure.
3.
I know you can place 3, but I don't know if you can hold 3.
Huh.
So I know you can now, it works, you can place 1 at level 1, 1 at 2, 2 at 3 and 4, then 3 at 5. The way they work is when you drop them, they fire the regular shots in normal, then every 6 seconds, I want to say, they fire like a beam that targets champions, and what it does is it works much like Jinx's new W, where you hit, shows a line, then fires a laser, and if you get hit, it does quite a bit of damage. But the way that his new turrets work is if you move out of turret range, after I believe 8 seconds or 10 seconds, they die. So that's a pretty big change. His grenade's roughly the same. I think they made it they just changed its the way it hits now, like the range, maybe a little bit on the stun, maybe made it a bit bigger. Could not be 100% sure on that. His new rockets make it so he shoots a wave of rockets in the location, and the champion takes damage equal, like it's about roughly the same amount of damage. I think if you get hit by two or more rockets though, it's of course more damage and whatnot. And his newest ultimate is probably what's gonna make it. So I think they may have removed the cooldown reduction on it. I don't remember though. This kind of makes me a bad person. But when you activate his ultimate, it gives his next cast of his next ability, so a new trait. If you cast a turret, you're able to place an additional turret that doesn't get added to your count, that deals more damage. If you use it on your grenade, your W, his concussive grenade, it makes it so it detonates 3 times at the location, so it can essentially keep some guy perma-stunned. His new rocket fires like 5 waves of rockets at the location.
Disgusting.
And it's pretty good.
Did you mention the whole if he walks away from it, the turrets will disappear?
I did.
Okay. I wasn't sure because I was kind of like looking up stuff.
Kind of like.
I was looking up stuff. Okay. Leave me alone.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much like the main things about Heimerdinger. And he's gonna be awesome.
The Donger's gonna come back and murder all the mids.
I shall be murdering Everybody. PF.
Are you gonna ride the Donger train to gold?
Yo, I'm gonna ride the Donger train to plat, son.
Whoa! Are we calling Moose getting to plat next season?
Yo, yo. You're laughing at me? It's like that, dude. You're gonna laugh at me.
Oh man.
You want to make this bet here? You want to make this bet?
I personally don't want to make this bet, but Jimmy, I don't know about Jimmy.
Jimmy, you want to make this bet?
Getting to plat next season? Oh
You want to make this? I'm down to make this bet.
All right. What would this bet consist of? A pizza or?
Don't you still owe him a pizza though, Moose?
No, I do not.
No, yes you do, Moose.
Yeah, that.
How do I owe you a pizza?
That roll that he won, remember?
But after rolling it like 4 fucking times, that doesn't count. It was the first time roll that would get him a pizza.
It was the first
It
time
was the
roll.
first time
that
it
got
No,
me.
it was like 4 rolls that I had to roll before it got to you. The guys kept not winning a prize though. It was like, oh, are you here? Nope. Okay, re-roll. Are you here? Nope. Okay, re-roll. And finally it got to you after like the 3rd or 4th try.
So it doesn't even matter if I make the bet. Moose will find a technicality to not even give me a pizza.
Oh, really? Really, Jimmy? Have I ever not like made like a legitimate bet that like this? Like, I always pay off my legitimate bets.
You're legitimate bets.
This is a legitimate bet. It's right now getting streamed to all of these people. PF is a witness.
Okay.
David is a witness.
Is a
David
fitness?
is a
Are we
witness.
missing?
No, they're witnesses. They're witnesses.
Oh my
So
goodness.
here's the bet. If I make the plat next season, Jimmy.
What div?
at
What
any
div?
time-
What div?
5.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. If he gets to platinum, he's already kind of proven me wrong.
At any point during next season.
It has to be solo queue.
What do you mean by that? Oh yeah. Okay. Of course.
Yeah, because I don't
You
want a
owe me
situation where it's like, yo,
2
dog, I'm part of this.
pizzas.
What's up?
Two
2
pizzas?
pizzas.
2 pizzas?
Ooh.
And if I don't get
What
the
size
flat
are we
by the
talking
end of
about
the
here?
season, large.
Is it at
extra
the same
fucking
time?
Large. No,
Extra
I can.
fucking large? Nobody buys extra fucking large.
No. Well, large. Okay, large. And I can claim them at different times. They don't have to be in one order or whatnot. 2 fucking pizzas.
2 fucking.
Is there any limitations on these pizzas? Is the
How
question.
many
No, if I
toppings are
want
we
to get,
talking
if
about?
I want to get like 6 toppings, I can get fucking 6 toppings.
Oh god damn it!
It sounds like he's
Okay,
like ready to win.
okay. 2 topping pizzas, with extra sauce.
What about the whole like artisan
Why
thing
extra
that Jimmy
sauce?
likes?
You into that shit? What?
Yeah, I don't get it. I've been getting my pizzas with the fucking Alfredo sauce, and that shit's fucking delicious.
Is it delicious?
Shout
I've never tried the
Shout
Alfredo.
out to white sauce.
Shout outs to Domino's because that's probably the only place that gives the
You
Alfredo
guys
sauce.
are making me
No,
hungry. Stop it.
Pizza Hut, Domino's, little Papa John's, they all do it.
Mm,
Yeah. Shout out
never
to
ordered the Alfredo sauce.
You guys are making
Deal
me
with
hungry.
it.
Stop it.
If you're gonna roll with us, you better be prepared for
Dude,
pizza
dude,
trolling.
I haven't had meat today
Pizza
yet.
trolling.
Okay, I've had
PF, hold on. No, actually, what would be the most happy meal?
Happy
Oh, shit.
Happy Meal.
Yeah, because
Happy
you a
meal.
kid. You a child, son.
Oh, so shut up.
Oh, man.
I may be young, but
Someone
I
knocked
know my
on my
shit.
door. I shall return in roughly 3 minutes.
let's talk trash of him while he's gone.
Talk trash.
Yeah, well, I'm already talking trash here.
Anybody
He's
who
gonna make
knows the
flat.
Zara's changes, try to make them happen. I'll be back.
I that's what I was
I don't
looking
know
up. What do you
the
think I was
Zara
doing?
changes.
I was looking at the Zeros changes. Okay, so, judging from the page I looked up, I don't know if these are like solid and for real, but these are what rumored is like on this post. His new passive is going to grant him increased mana regeneration, an additional arm pen or magic pen based on his maximum mana. So it's kind of like an archangel except for pen, which seems nice. Actually, that seems stupid. Getting like a
Well, I
tier
mean-
on him.
Like, I mean, these are PvE changes, so they're subject to
Yeah, to changes,
further
yeah, but-
modifications.
That still seems really dumb because like with the tier you get like near close to true damage. That's dumb.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, and then his Q, for judging from I'm reading here, it does basically the same exact thing that it does now, which is just a line nuke. His W is Locust power, right? Originally.
Ask me anything about Zareth. I'm the expert on Zareth.
Totally. Okay, I'm gonna look it right now. Hold on. His his W now is the root in place where he gets range and stuff like that. And so what is being changed now is that it instead of rooting him and giving him extra range, it lets him fire a blast that damages and briefly slows the target in an area, and then anyone that's caught in the I think it's a skill shot. Yeah, it's a skill shot that slows anyone in the area, and then whoever is closest to the center takes AoE bonus damage, which is nice. His E, which originally was it gave him Magic Pen, and when you targeted him and hit anyone with the mark and with an ability, it stunned them. Now, judging from PvE stuff, is that it will it's a skill shot that stuns them when it hits them. So he doesn't have like conditional stun. Don't.
So like I guess the only relevant question I have for that is whether he's still going to be a pain in the ass in ARAM, by the sound of it.
He doesn't get his range upgrade until he's level 6 because they moved his range upgrade to his R ability. So what his R ability does now is that it'll root him in place, and then he'll get a second cast of it to cast the 3 charges of his ult, basically. And so while he's rooted with this, it drains his mana over time and gives him increased range, and all of his other abilities are free cast. But it's all based on mana. So.
Oh, they're all free cast?
Judging from what this post is, it says, roots Xerath in place, granting a massive cast range but draining mana over time. During this time, all of his spells are free to cast. Xerath can stay in Locust mode for as long as his mana pool allows it.
Baller.
And then, like, his new passive seems dumb, dude. Like, it's grants Xerath increased mana regen and additional magic pen based on his maximum mana.
What? Why would you want... If you have high mana, you don't need mana. Like, seems dumb. Seems bad.
I don't know.
Its old passive was so much better.
I feel like the whole more mana, more pen thing seems dumb. Because it...
Wait, it said it gives him more pen?
It gives him more pen based on mana.
Oh, that seems pretty good. I thought you said it gave him more magic mana regen.
No, the mana regen, mana regen is just the base of it, and then it gives him more pen based on mana. That's dumb.
Seems kind of dumb. Regardless, I am pretty stoked for Heimatdinger!
The Donger!
On to the Dung. And there's a few more changes for some other champions ready in the works, but nothing really too that they've announced so much.
I have been reading on a rumor about the Ari nerfs that are supposed to be coming.
Yes, they are. They're not. They are coming, good sir.
They are so rough. It's. I'm so sad.
They decided to just take this as an opportunity instead of nerfing DFG to just go after Ari. And I was like,
but I feel like
Same
they
with
went
the
too far.
Trinity Force changes. Too far.
I'm not.
Or not far enough. I don't know.
You
I
decide.
have to see how it pans out. Yeah, I have to see how it pans out with the new Ari patch and see how it works.
I feel like Katarina got a pretty big buff this time around. And by big, I just mean like
right?
she's better. Her death lotus got changed so it like hits harder.
Ugh, God, so good.
Yeah. I know they upped the base and lowered the bonus.
Mhm.
But what they do, so they up the bonus. I mean, they lower the bonus up the base, so this way in case you build more AD and whatnot, it'll still work out just as well. Like, that's pretty good. Or actually, I'm sorry, they upped the AD for it and lowered the AP. So it's now 2.5 on AP, 3.75 on AD, instead of 2.0. Oh, wow, never mind. They just 100% buffed it. My apology. 2.0 AP before, 3.0 AD before, with 4, 5, 600 damage. Now it's 4, 5, 75, 750 with the 2.5 and the 3.75.
So she just hits harder. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
The channel time was increased to 2.5 seconds from 2. The cooldown was reduced to 60, 52, 45 from 60, 55, 50. No longer has a cast time delay before channeling.
Okay.
So just overall buff.
So avoid it entirely, is what I'm hearing.
So before you just wanted to avoid it. Now you really
want to avoid her, yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm gonna play Katarina mid again. It's gonna be OP.
Oh, the Olaf rework got
I
released.
don't
I forgot about that.
understand these changes. In honesty,
So they're good.
didn't
Not
they just
enough.
straight up buff him?
What, the rework or?
The rework for
Yeah.
Olaf.
The impression that I'm getting is that he's weaker, right? Well, I mean, he was already weak, but right now he's actually very unsatisfying to play as. Like, the jury's kind of out whether he's stronger or not.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean,
I
like,
kind of feel like he's stronger, but just
Is
barely.
he? Okay.
the
I
thing
wasn't
that
sure.
people are really kind of mad about is the fact that in order, like, his ulti is it's a situation where it's like, okay, you, as a passive, you get like magic resist or like just some survivability, but if you activate the ulti to get the so that CCs don't work against you, you lose the survivability that you once had. So people just don't like that trade-off that you have to make with the ulti, apparently.
I feel like it's necessary though, because like it makes him entirely unkillable at that point. Once he hit 6, it was really hard to gank him.
No, yeah.
Well, see, no. The way his new ulti works is, the cooldown was changed to 120, 180 from before it was 100, and now it has no mana cost, and it provides 10, 20, 30 armor and magic resist passively. But when you activate it, you lose all your defensive stats, and you gain 40, 60, 80 bonus 80 while it's active.
Wow.
That's true. You also get a steroid, an offensive steroid for that. I forgot.
So like when you activate it, you don't get, you're immune to all CC, and you get a damage buff, but you're so killable. So it's just like, and now you don't have armor pen, so you're just like, what do I build? You need armor pen to deal damage, because if not, all that AD is useless. But you need survivability to survive when you don't have that bonus survivability. So it's kind of like a weird trade-off. I feel like it was overall a buff though, just because they made his reckless swing now have a if you kill it made it safer in the jungle, because anytime you kill a monster with it or a champion, you gain back all the health you use to cast reckless swing, which is really nice. They also gave it an AD ratio.
The thing,
nice.
though, talking from a jungler perspective, or at least Stonewall's opinion of it, is the fact that, like, sure, you do have that little kind of buff in the jungle. He's still very fast, very viable early on. It's the transition as a jungler, because you don't have that much gold to, like, either go full-on defensive or full-on offensive, that, it makes his ulti just really weird to itemize for as a jungler.
And I agree. His that like I said, as a jungler, it's really weird, and I don't know if he's good enough to go top yet. I still feel like overall he still needs a little bit of help. I've seen a couple games with him in it though. He still seems really fun to play. He turns big and red when he activates his ulti, and that's awesome.
Yeah, it's just one of those situations where a character was just in a really bad place from a design perspective to balance. It's going to be the same thing that we see with Yorick when they overall buff him, because like the only reason anybody plays Yorick is because he's just a freaking immovable wall. Either he's an immovable wall or he's not. Yeah. And he has an ulti, and that's it.
Shoutouts to Yorick getting nerfed this patch.
Is he getting nerfed?
No, they just nerfed him essentially, the patch that came out.
Really? I didn't catch that. Well, I mean, like, again, Yorick is one of those unsympathetic champions that, like, I kind of used to play him a lot, but that was only because he was just such a freaking force.
They nerfed him even though he sees no play?
Well, they didn't necessarily... he saw a decent amount of play during the finals. And
did he?
Overall.
I didn't see any play of Yorick during World Champs, dude.
Yeah, they played him a decent amount. Yeah, like, I'm not going to say it was the most played. It was maybe like a 20-30% champ. 20% maybe.
And, like, I mean, the thing about Yorick is, like, you pick your, like, at that level, you basically pick Yorick because of his ulti, because he essentially gives you a second AD carry, and that ability they haven't really nerfed at all from Yorick. So as long as he has that ability, put him somewhere where he doesn't impact the game, like in the jungle or in a support role, just get him to 6 and you're done. You got Yorick where you needed to be.
The way that they nerfed him was they made it so all his ghouls now get 5 gold when you kill him.
Okay.
Yeah, and they did that in the 3.12 patch, which is the newest one, so...
I'm glad I did that, dude. I got tired of killing ghouls and not getting anything out of it.
Yep.
Like, it was dumb. By the way, shout out to Egg Rolls, because I love him.
there's a stereotype joke. I am not gonna make it.
Hey, at least I'm not
Teemo
eating
traps.
rice.
Teemo traps are also now worth 10 gold from 0.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Very happy.
Yeah.
That is
All the
pretty.
things that didn't have anything of worth now worth something, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's a pretty huge nerf to him in like in maps like Dominion and Threes, to be quite honest.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
How so?
Because I mean,
Because like York is a pretty strong threes. Dominion bot lane. He's pretty strong. Because having an additional like 10 seconds in the Dominion, or having someone who isn't scared to just rush in and hold him back for an extra second to cap is pretty good. So getting extra gold from the minions really helps. And then in threes, once again, it helps a lot. Just because. Then also there's an item called for Teemo, that is the sweeper and the
Hex
Grez's
sweeper.
lantern. Yeah, and the lantern that you upgrade to the whatever the bow's called. I forget. I apologize. But those items are pretty much built every game. Like sweeper is built by every AP in high elo Dominion play. And so you never. That's the reason why you can't pick Teemo Dominion like effectively, because he just gets countered so hard.
Mm-hmm.
So hard.
So hard.
What
So
were we supposed to
hard.
do that Dominion thing this week?
What?
Oh yeah. Huh.
You jerk, you forgot. Yeah, last week we joined a Dominion tournament and we were supposed to
I
do
don't know if
it.
I'll be able to do it. I don't know if I'll be able to do it this following week either. Then.
God. Whatever. It's just
Sorry.
Dominion.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. So besides that, like Phage got a small nerf at / Trinity Force. They added 100 gold to it. Not enough to make anybody not buy it. Just trying to help it balance a little bit. Of course, Kale's ultimate got nerfed in threes and Dominion.
It needed it.
Yeah, and it really did. It is too good.
Yeah.
In fights where there's so many of them and stuff, her old cooldown, which was 90, 75, 60, was just too good. They made it 190, 80 now on those maps. Cassiopeia got nerfed. Oh, go ahead.
Some people say that it's not enough though for Kale.
I think it needs another 10 seconds.
Yeah, me too.
But we'll see. Like I said, I'm just glad that they're starting to do specific traits to it. Moonflare Spellblaze gold got increased plus 300. But the tenacity on it now affects everybody instead of only ranged champions as it used to be. Cassiopeia got nerfed. Lulu got nerfed all on Treeline. Tryndamere got nerfed. Wukong, and those are all champions that needed it. They're all just kind of minor nerfs that were enough to kind of nerf them down.
I'm genuinely surprised that Wukong got nerfed. If there are some other champions that I think should have been on the chopping block over Wukong.
Like
But-
Wukong's insane in threes.
He is insane, but like there are some other champions like Renekton and Trundle that I would have probably looked at before Wukong.
This is the thing about Renekton and Trundle. Like Renekton, what's your issues with Renekton that makes him so good in threes? The fact that he's just a big tanky like damage burster?
He's also slippery is kind of the other thing.
Okay. Well,
So.
Wukong is slipperier, and because he's slipperier, it's harder to kill him. So he doesn't necessarily need to be tankier. But like he deals more damage, has a knockup that's gonna knock up all 3 people. And if he only knocks up 2 because the other person's 2 gone, that means you killed those 2 people because their third teammate's not there. His ulti is the issue. His ulti's just too good. Anybody who has like AoE ultis like that are just too strong on Dominion. That's the reason why Kale kind of got nerfed. Lulu got nerfed. Her ulti cooldown. There's not a whole lot of people.
These also affect Dominion? Yeah, they do. Okay.
No, these are just threes. I'm sorry. These were just threes. I'm sorry. No, the Dominion one was Kale. Dominion
No,
and
actually-
Twist.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. It was only Kale
Yeah.
that got the Dominion ones. Okay,
Yeah.
but
Cyberbot
okay.
now available in co-op versus AI. What? Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
It's co-op versus AI. So, like, I mean, actually, no. If you're barely beginning out, Zyra is one of those characters that you should probably learn how to play against. So good on Riot, actually, for including Zyra.
Fucking Jimmy, fuck you.
Jeez, just trying to justify everything. My God.
Like God.
My God. I want another egg roll so badly.
Oh my goodness!
I'm hungry, dude. I'm so hungry.
Those are like, so we're gonna talk about a certain champion.
I know where this is going. Okay.
This
He's dumb.
today
That's not to say.
that came out this week. Who's a little crazy.
You could say that she got excited.
Oh, the puns! Jinx. Thoughts?
For a second there, I thought you were like, Jinx, you owe me a soda. I was like, that doesn't make sense, Moose.
Damn it.
She's dumb.
Yo, guys. Yorick walks into a bar. There's no counter.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
God.
Except Smite. The Heimerdinger friggin' counter now works for Yorick too, since you can get gold off of that.
Yes.
Jimmy, that was what was it? Was it Heimerdinger versus Heimerdinger, or was it just a regular mid that's just like, I'm gonna take Smite to wreck his turrets?
I don't know what the story was. I just remember that line coming out. It's like, yep, GG. The hard counter to Heimerdinger is a summoner spell called Smite. Yep, GG.
Was it brought up when we were playing that one game and I smited a Heimerdinger turret?
We probably
No.
we mentioned anytime someone smites a Heimerdinger turret, we usually talk about it. But like it happened in like a legitimate mid. Picked I can't remember who into a Heimerdinger.
The most legitimate of mids.
And he took Smite because he was like, yo, Smite 2 OP versus Heimerdinger. He's like, yo, I drop a turret, and I'm like, nope, Chuck Testa.
Nope, Chuck Testa. I got
Nope.
Smite, bro. Deal with it. Anyway, back to Jinx.
Back to Jinx. Okay. So, what's your thoughts?
A lot of utility.
Lots of pain. Dude, her zap does way too much damage.
Her zap, this is what they need to do. What? PF getting had fed. So her zap.
Hey,
her
I wasn't expecting it.
Was really her zap's like does okay. So it has a pretty high base damage already, and has a 1.2 total AD ratio, which is insane.
It's
for
not
zap.
bonus ADD either. It's just
It's
straight
total.
AD. It's just total AD.
Yeah, and it's got like a 30, 50, 70, 90, 110. I think it's 30, 50, 70, 90. Yeah, 110 damage on it. So it's pretty ridiculous. Plus a 1.2 ratio. So it's like really good.
And it's so long range.
And it's like a 70% slow at max level.
Something ridiculous, like
Yeah,
something
it's like
that
70%.
Oh, thanks, Paulina.
Yeah, Paulina knows what's up. Shout outs to Paulina.
Yep, shoutouts.
You guys are jerks. I don't know.
Shout outs to Asian families that have parties on days of podcasts.
I wasn't expecting this, dude. In honesty.
Shout outs to Anthony Phan for being awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, her zap is pretty dumb. But let's start in her skill order, I guess. Her passive. I think it's her most ridiculous thing, and I know it's something like no one really agrees with me with, but I think it's dumb in a good way.
I think that her passive, it snowballs really hard simply because if you got a kill with it, you're done. You're out of there. Nobody can counterplay that. Nobody on the other person's team can really be like, okay, I'm gonna retaliate against her killing my teammate because by then she's long gone.
Yeah, you can't punish her for killing someone, really.
Yeah, and you can't punish her for getting too greedy with the turret. You just can't because she'll just run away and be like, ha ha ha, slow down, snare. Oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You can't catch me.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
Bad girls, Caitlyn and Vi.
Oh, yeah. There is something there.
All right.
Somebody should get on that. But yeah, I agree with Moose that her current passive is a little too much. I think that if they tweak the numbers a bit, she may get there. But right now she's just too fast.
Yeah,
Doesn't it triple her movement speed or something like that?
No, it gives 175% movement speed over 4 seconds, and it decays. But essentially, if she's running at 375, 175% movement speed of that is 650. So you run at 650 for a second, then 550, then 450, then 350. It's just too much. It's too much. that gets you way too far, and I think it's her most broken thing to her because she can, if she gets a kill in a team fight, and she assesses the team fight as she's about to get a kill. If she feels like she can keep getting a kill, she keeps pushes forward, and there's nobody who she can't catch up to at this point because she's running so fast. If she doesn't, she gets out.
Oh, and by the way, if she can't get in range, she has an ulti that addresses that issue.
Yeah. We're not there yet, motherfucker. Once again, we already kind of talked about Zap. Zap does a lot of damage, a lot of slow. No reason not to do it because none of her other spells really cost a lot of mana, so she just kind of goes crazy with it. It's dumb.
Chomp chomp and pow pow.
Her E is pretty baller.
Yes. Pretty nuts. CC.
Leon doesn't have a Twitter either because he's not about that life.
Dude, I don't think Twitter is necessary
I know.
for me.
It's kind of nice to like. Yeah, you don't do much. Yeah, if you're kind of boring, but
hey. I don't.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. But so her E, she throws out 3 traps and someone steps on them. They get snared. You can't get snared by multiple traps, and they have a setup timer, is what Riot says, which is like 0.2 seconds.
Oh, that's such a long setup time.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Caitlyn trap. If you throw a Caitlyn trap, it takes like half a second to a second, I think it is, somewhere around there, to like go off. You know, hers. No, you can throw it on someone practically, and they can run, and they'll get trapped before they run out of it. It's so dumb. I think they need to up the setup timer to at least half a second, and then I'll be happy with it. Or keep it as is and maybe nerf her ranger a little, something like that. I don't know.
Maybe.
But then they got Jimmy's favorite move from her.
Ultimate Mega Rocket thing? Super Mega Death Rocket. There we go.
There you go.
Murder. Moose, what are you doing? You're abandoning us, you dick.
How am I abandoning you guys?
Because you're not saying anything.
I kind of wanted Jimmy to say something.
Okay, Jimmy, say something then.
Well, what about it? It's an ulti that gets faster as the further it goes. Like after a point, it just gets really fast. It synergizes too well with her what's it called, her passive. So it's like, okay, I can't get there in time normally. All right, ulti, get in there, do the cleanup job. Like, it's a little too good, like for what it does right now.
It also deals more damage as it speeds up and has a what is it called when you deal more damage the lower they health they have?
Percentage of missing health.
Execution move.
An execution stat to it, which is like 20% of their missing health or something.
I thought it was 30%.
30%, even better.
30% of the missing health.
That's really good. So it's kind of, in my opinion, Jinx needs a nerf, just a tad bit. And I think realistically, like, the main thing that needs to get nerfed on her is her passive. I think the best tweak for her Zap is up her base damage for it, lower the percentage, or the bonus damage. And I think her E, like I said, make it a 0.5 ratio, but realistically, the way it is would be just fine if you nerf the rest of her. And her ulti maybe drop the execution damage a little bit, or maybe it has such a big hitbox, it's really ridiculous.
Did we talk about the Chomp Chomp and Pow Pow thing?
We didn't.
Oh, she does have a Q, doesn't she?
Yeah. I mean, her Q actually does have something like major.
Pretty balleristic to it.
Like, her Q is such a big deal in lane. It is so annoying.
Oh, I don't find myself struggling about. I feel like her laning phase is kind of like meh.
I mean, her Q gives it a major upside to it, though.
Yeah, I think her Q is like this is the way it is. It's like I think whenever I play Jinx at level 3, I keep shooting out zaps, and if I hit people a lot, I max zap. If I don't hit people a lot because they actually know how to dodge, I max Q.
Okay.
And that's kind of like how I do it with her lately. But I think maxing Zap is like generally the overall better play just because for team fights and whatnot. But it just kind of depends on. It just depends on how your game's going. I think maxing Q is just fine because it does Gives you quite a bit of bonus attack speed / damage for rockets.
It doesn't give her like 600 range or something like that.
Her rockets give her like 650 range or something like that.
Yeah, something really. It's as far as Caitlyn attack.
Yeah,
Something dumb like that.
That's really dumb.
And it does AoE damage.
And they can crit.
Yes, and they can crit. Oh my god. Edge, go!
Yep. So really dumb, really good. Really good. What else do we got here?
I don't.
Garen got a visual upgrade.
Oh! You know what though? Garen's new ultimate is sick.
Dude.
It does look pretty good, yeah.
Mike free. There's so many particles. So blinding.
Your screen just like.
Yeah, it's like gush, and then.
Yes.
My face. I've been ulted by that Garen too many times.
Too many times?
Too many times.
I don't think you've been ulted enough times.
Oh, dude, you don't know how many times I've been ulted by Garen. Unless I'm playing Lysandra, then I don't get ulted. By the way, Lysandra is a shiz now. Like, she is so strong.
Yeah. So I kind of been thinking of like a new baller, like 3's team. And it involves Lysandra because she's so baller.
I don't see. She's so baller. She's so good.
Lysandra has been seeing play in 3's, yeah. I've seen a lot of 3's challengers teams use Lysandra, so.
Yeah, my team would be like Renekton, Aatrox, Lysandra, Wreckage.
Aatrox would be your jungler, I take it?
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of teams,
so, for those of you guys,
did you ever get that done?
What done?
The team thing you were talking about.
Oh yeah, we're working on it. Yeah,
Are we working on it? Okay.
Hush. That's classified information, TF. What are you doing?
Nuh-uh. It is not classified information.
Now everybody knows it was a secret.
Nuh-uh.
Okay. No.
Oh, Jungle Jinx. Anybody have thoughts on Jungle Jinx before we move on?
It is so good. It is so good. Oh my god, I'm actually kind of glad. Who's been talking about that?
So, Jester in chat actually raised it up, but I've actually seen a lot of people, high-profile junglers mention it, like Foxdrop and Stonewall actually say, you know what, she's somewhat viable if you can pull it off, so.
Yeah, no, it's like, we actually faced a Jungle Jinx once, she wrecked our face, and it was awesome. Because, like, you don't know when she hits 6, meaning she can come into a fight, ulti first, and even though sure it doesn't do max damage because of the execute, it still does enough that by the time you get in there, she's just how you doing?
Your face.
How you doing there, guys? How's your face? Oh, not so pretty anymore.
What happened to your face, bro?
Yeah.
It was there a second ago.
It was, but now it's not.
So good.
But yeah, so Jungle Jinx, I like it.
Jinx.
I really like it. But no, I don't know if they've announced it or talked about it anymore, but they actually have quite a bit of changes for the Twisted Treeline map.
Really? They're changing it again?
They're changing... Okay, so you know on Twisted Treeline you get bonus mana regen, experience, and 20% spell vamp. Or lifesteal, or self-healing. 20% self-healing increased. That's just like the map bonus. So they're removing the self-healing and they're changing, god damn it, I forgot the rest.
Where did you get this information?
Moloko and other high 3's players who've been reading up on the forums with it, and they gave me links for it, but they sent me the links through in-game, so I don't have those anymore. But
we could put it in the description, can't we?
We'll put it in the description after we got the links. No need to.
If we do get them all set up. So yeah, they're gonna be removing that, and there's a few other changes for the 3's map just to try to balance it out because it's a little snowbally.
I think I like that about 3's though. How it's very snowbally.
It's too snowbally.
Like maybe make it snowbally, not. Okay, so maybe punish like level 1 mistakes less severely, I guess, and I'd be okay with that. But if it doesn't turn snowbally, then it kind of removes the whole ideal of 3's, which is like you don't take that long. in threes matches. So.
Okay, that is true. That is true. I can understand that.
Yeah, because I mean that's kind of the thing. Like that's the give and take I have with threes. It's like, all right, I go into threes expecting a shorter game than in Twisted Tree Line, and the trade-off I have is like, okay, if you make a really dumb mistake, you're done. So.
Game over,
Or
man.
if the other player makes a really dumb mistake, they're done. That's kind of like the trade-off for the shorter game times.
I can understand that. That makes a lot of sense. A lot of love for Dominion. I've been playing that a decent amount lately, and I like it.
You like it? Are you ever
like
gonna
it.
cast, dude? I never.
Yeah, you know what, man? I was practicing it the other day. I jumped into spectator in a couple games that they were playing, and I was casting them up, and I was doing pretty good. Like, I was solo casting, so I didn't like it, so I took little breaks in between. I felt like I didn't feel like talking. But it was like Moloko was in chat, he was digging it. There was a couple other people in stream, they were digging it, so
I
just wait for
mean,
it. It's happening too.
like link me whenever you're casting, dude, and I'll watch
I
it.
might cast a couple after this. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I always liked Dominion in theory. Like I liked the fact that those games tend to be pretty close no matter which side you're on. It doesn't tend to snowball, and they've actually like kind of made it so that each like matches have the potential to be really really close most of the time. And that's something I really did enjoy about Dominion. But
so the game that I casted actually was so sick. So shoutouts to Moloko and his team who were playing, because they almost had the sickest comeback I've seen. So they were behind 300 to 200, and they were behind 250 to 100, and then they were behind 187 to 3. And they were 4-capped, and they made like the sickest play to change it to a 2-cap and a neutral, but they kept sending people. And then, hello?
Hello?
Okay. I hate when you mute your mics, 'cause it makes me a
oh,
little crazy.
oops.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
but it's okay. So then, all of a sudden, they're 2-capped and they're two to 2 caps and a neutral. Then so they send someone top. The left side team sends all 5 people top, and the right side team sends 4, and Cassiopeia to back cap the bottom left place, which I think is the lumber mill. I don't know. And they cap it, and then they lose the top, and then they send them around, and they cap the top. Essentially, the game finishes like 5-0. They almost came back. It was almost the best comeback I've seen in like a long time for Dominion. It was so hype. Oh, I couldn't. That's when I like felt the hype, and I was like, my casting was like the best, I think.
You're like, oh my god, this game.
I'm good. This game is so good. It's so good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ha
Pretty
ha!
good.
Called it.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Damn, I can't give you a soda from all the way here, dude.
Flipping over this table.
Whoosh!
What?
Yes.
What?
I don't know what that was. I really don't know.
I'm confused now, Moose. Now, if you created this atmosphere that is
Awesome.
no, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, well, shit.
Did we cover everything?
I think that is everything. I don't know.
Okay.
Is there anything you guys would like to talk about? Oh, Jimmy's got something.
One thing. Let me find it. Filibuster for me. Buy me some time.
Buster!
Filibuster sword?
Ow.
The filibuster's from Return to Ravnica. Moose.
Return to Ravnica. Oh, that set's gone. It's been
No, it's not.
returned
No, it's
to
not.
Ravnica. Oh, not yet? Not yet? It's still in Theros?
We're in Theros, but
But we returned it to Ravnica.
Okay. I'm gonna put this. I'll put this here, and I'm gonna put this with what's it called?
oh, it's this one. I remember this one. Oh, you lived up to
With chat
Jimmy.
too.
Oh, yes, Jimmy. It was nearly forgotten. So we got a link that's gonna be in the description, and it is godlike. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna actually put it in chat for you guys to check it out. Oh, wait, I can't put web addresses in there? Alright, so it'll be in the
you
description.
gotta put a
but-
space. Put a space on it, like in between. Like that. Yeah, it's really dumb. Hold on.
This video is dumb.
It's so
it's
good.
the greatest video
It's
of
so
all
good.
time.
Like,
You shut your mouth. Yeah, it doesn't let me do it even with the space, so...
We'll put it in the description.
You have to, like,
Yeah, we'll put it in the
it's all good.
description, but for all those that...
Even better. Oh, wait, I can't. I don't have audio on it. Never mind. It's no bueno.
It's
failed,
so laggy
but-
too.
Yeah, it's very
It's a little
laggy.
laggy.
Don't watch it through Moose's thing.
Okay, don't do
Ignore
that.
him.
Negative.
But, like, check out Trek2G's top duo lane, like, his answer to a 2v1. That was just so good. Oh my god.
Yo.
Oh my god. He took it straight to the bank. Oh man. That
God.
too good.
Oh my god,
Closest
I thought
thing
he
to
was
a-
gonna get first blood, dude. I swear, I couldn't believe he got first blood. Like, oh my god.
So good. Yes. We almost
Yes.
forgot about it too. Man.
Yeah, so check the description for Trick2G's Awesome Sauce Udir video.
Do it.
Ha
Is that gonna be the title of this podcast? Ha 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 ha.
That's either going to be the title of the podcast or this podcast is effing weird.
Or Ermagerd.
Ermagerd. Okay, so that is pretty much, I think, a good place to end it with the little ha 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 ha. So once again, we got a few things to share. So first things, once again, thank you to Green Man Gaming for helping us out. Remember, go check out their selection of titles, which should be in the comments down below, to get up to 25% off select titles until October 25th. You only have 5 days, guys. Make sure you guys go use this promo code GMG25-GRV79YY833 at checkout or something like that. I don't know. But if you guys are trying to get some games, Green Man Game is a great site. They have a lot of games with good details, so make sure you do that. Oh my god, guys, if you open up the Hangout toolbox, tell me, are you guys have it open?
Yeah.
There's a tab for chat, the comments.
Really? Huh.
Hmm.
We know that for the future now.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel... Well, now I know. You know what they say, right? Knowing's half the battle. Go, Joe! Okay, so once again,
They were going to say don't
we
drop
got...
the soap.
Drop it. PF, go ahead.
What are we doing again?
Well, we're ending this.
Oh, okay.
And you can tell them where they can not find you now.
I mean, you can find me at www.
Don't lie. Don't lie to us. No, you can't.
I mean, you can find me there sometimes, but
Okay.
but you can. I'll stream sometimes because the league is crappy to stream for me. www.twitch.tv/Leon760. And I'm never picking up a Twitter, by the way. I'm not doing that. Hopefully, at least. Does anyone have Moose like a pixely face? Or is that just me?
That's probably just you. I don't know.
Okay.
No, Moose has a pixely face. In general,
Okay.
it's just he's
What about this
really
Moose?
good at hiding it on stream, actually.
What about you, Jimmy? Where can
He's
we
a
find you?
filter.
Yeah. You know, he goes to great lengths to edit his stream and everything to just hide the pixely face he naturally has. But where can you guys find me? You can sometimes find me
You
on.
can't find him. That once again, you also can't find this man because the people I do this podcast with suck.
No, I actually tried to stream Terraria when we were supposed to do the iMonster thing, but somebody forgot to check the server. So
Is our server still broken?
Well, ask Vinny. Yeah, like you can sometimes find me at twitch.tv/c2c_Shiro.
Shiro!
I've been streaming a little bit of Terraria here and there, depending on if there's something interesting lined up. But I mean, in general, I'll stream whatever I want. So.
Where can we find you, Moose?
You can find me in Awesome Sauce places. They'll be down low in the description, as always.
I like looking at those descriptions because it's like one link, 5 links.
Yes. It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So once again, thank you to everybody who came in and watched us live, dropped some comments, had some things to talk about. You guys are awesome. Thank you to my 2 people who come and comment. I don't even know why I think you guys are like part of this fucking cause. You guys ain't guests. I'm hopefully gonna try to get some more guests in next week. I think I got a guest lined up, or the following week. I probably. Remember, if you guys have any questions, anything you want us to bring up, anything you want to talk to, email me at Hector@fuse4gaming.com. Also, thank you to Fuse4 Gaming. Shout outs to them. They're awesome. That's kind of like giving shout outs to myself in a sense.
Yeah.
Dave McCauley, shout outs to him. Shout outs for Days. And you guys all take it easy. Make sure you guys
comment, and
please
subscribe.
He stole it! He stole it!
Should be stealing stuff.
With
All
the
right.
interception.
Peace.